It's Rachel here with another awesome live stream for you guys today. And just a little update, it's a pretty good day today. I mean, it's 63 degrees. And also update, I don't know if it's this week or next week, Becca, but it's supposed to be like 60 degrees and then snow the next day.
Yeah.
So welcome to Tennessee, everyone, So that's great. But guys, we're here doing an amazing Valentine's Day project because Valentine's Day is coming up. It is February. Raise your hand if you are so glad January is over. And if you felt like it lasted forever, because I think it lasted forever, we're going to be making this really cute little shadow box frame here. We have 2 different types of vinyl on it, and then we're going to be adding some really cute patterned paper. And then just to kick it up another notch, we're going to be adding some really cute candies in here, some Hershey Kisses. But I do have some forewarnings, some tips, and some tricks about this process for you guys. So just be sure to listen up for those. But hello, everybody. How are you all doing today? I hope that the weather's pretty good in your neck of the woods. Yes, by January, Jenny Spears says, by January. I just noticed this light isn't on, but I think it's supposed to not be on.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, just making sure.
We got a little sunlight today, so we don't need
Just making sure.
Yeah, you're good.
Went fast for me. Listen, some people say January goes by fast. I feel like it dragged on. But anywho, guys, today we're making this awesome project, but the most important thing that you guys need to know is to get our amazing membership if you have not already. If you are not already a member of Makers to Learn and you don't know who we are or what we do, boy, do I have a deal for you today. We have an amazing die cutting community called Makers Gonna Learn, where we have over 2,000 digital cut files, over 250 fonts, free commercial licensing, printable guides, Facebook groups, and so much more. We just have a lot of fun, guys, and we do things a lot differently than other groups, other memberships, kind of like Cricut Access, to name one. We do things a lot differently here. We're all about community and inspiring and uplifting and educating everybody, and that's what we're here to do. So feel free to ask any questions you have about this project, any questions you have about the membership. We will be going through and showing you guys the amazing membership tiers that we have, but our most affordable one and the one that gets you the most stuff is our yearly membership. It is always a great low price, and it's an amazing deal. You pay it one time and you get it. You get it for an entire year. You don't have to worry about it for 365 days. 366 this year because we get an extra day. But, Becca, have I missed anything?
I don't think so.
I haven't?
Nope, there's no question.
Good. Well, guys, I'm going to jump into the supplies that we're going to be using today because we are using a couple supplies for this little project here. Now, before you guys ask, I bought these frames on Amazon because I know you're going to ask them or ask that question. So I bought these in a 2-pack. So that's kind of rare to find. Usually they're either way more than that or just one. So we've bought these in a little bundle, a little 2-pack. They're 8 inches by 8 inches. And they're the backs that me and Becca hate, these little metal clamps here. And I should have checked the price, but I heard we're not supposed to give prices about that. So I'm actually glad I didn't, I guess. Cheap. They're cheap, so you can grab those there. Or, guys, another great option is if you're close to a Hobby Lobby, they always have sales running somewhere in the store every week, and sometimes you can find that the shadow boxes and photo frames are on sale, which is a great deal there. So definitely grab those if you haven't already, or get some on Amazon like we did, especially if you're lazy and you just want to stay at your house and let all your craft supplies come to you. That's fine. And then we're also using 2 different types of vinyl. We have Cricut brand white vinyl here, and then we have this is 651 vinyl, and it's just this beautiful, what would you call this, Becca? Like a brushed metal color, kind of? Yeah, it's like a brushed metal.
It has a metallic element for sure.
Yeah, but it's not like silver. It's got, a little bit like brush strokey, and it's not at all hard to weed, hard to use. It's slick as a baby's butt. It's a great material, unlike Cricut brand glitter vinyl that we talk about not loving sometimes. It's a lot easier to work with. And then since we're doing vinyl, guys, of course we're going to be using our Can I help you do anything?
No.
You sure?
Good, yeah.
Okay. We're going to be using our alcohol in our little pump bottle that we got from the Dollar Tree, and we need a paper towel here. And you guys know what we're doing with that. We're going to be wiping our surface with that for sure. Then we also have a paper trimmer because we chose some really cute pattern paper from Hobby Lobby to use with our project today. So we have these different colors here, and I don't know which one we'll use. We used this dark pink last time, so maybe we'll use the light pink today. I don't know. It's really cute though, and usually these are like 4 for $1 or 69 cents. We got those at Hobby Lobby.
I love that print.
It's cute. Do you like which one do you like better, Becca? Dark pink or light pink?
Ooh, that's hard.
I know. We used dark for the finished one.
Well, then do light for the other one.
Okay, that's what I was thinking too.
No,
See?
no, just kidding. Because the white, the frame, like I like the contrast with the dark.
Okay.
The dark pink.
Okay. No, listen, we're learning. We're talking through it.
Sorry.
No, it's great. We're on it now. Courtney just got us several different kinds, which I super appreciate. Let's see. I'm just making sure I haven't missed anything. Okay. Other than that, guys, of course, Hershey Kisses that might or might not have been opened a long, long time ago, and people might been sneaking 1 or 2 out to eat.
Rachel, I wonder if we have enough for the shadow box.
You know, we have this much.
We'll make it work.
We'll make it work. You know, they're fun. So get you some of these, but I will forewarn you. So this guy, he looks really cute and everything like that. We love the way he turned out, but however, the back doesn't shut all the way because the Hershey Kisses are too big for our frame, and we would have no idea to think that. Even if I got my hands on this in a Hobby Lobby, I wouldn't have thought that Hershey Kisses wouldn't fit.
Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't have thought that.
So Rachel had some like ninja skills to put those kisses in there.
Listen, it's a process, so I can't wait to walk through it with you guys to show you what all I did there. It's not very hard for sure, but we're going to show you guys that. One thing I would recommend, maybe if yours is a little bit too small like ours was, maybe if you are very partial to these, that's fine, but maybe think of another candy, maybe some Valentine M&Ms or something like that would be really cute in there. Definitely smaller, definitely more doable for this type of frame, or simply find a deeper shadow box. Whatever you guys want to do, totally fine with me. Sarah, who else can I get the alcohol pump from? So I hope it's in the description below. It is our favorite craft products. It should be in every description to every video, regardless if it's live or pre-recorded. So check it out. It'll link you to Amazon. There are some on Amazon. Now, you don't pay $1 for them. You're paying about $3 per one.
Yeah, if you don't see it, let me know and I'll link another one.
Yeah. It should be in the description, so just open that up and you should see it there. But it's a really cool little pump bottle. We love having these laying around instead of having to like open up the alcohol and, you know, pour it on everything like that. Also, measuring tape. You got to have that. I already said we needed a, my brain. What is it? Paper trimmer. Paper trimmer. And then we have those. We need some scissors. And then we have our good old fancy masking paper transfer tape. If you guys want this link is also in the description below, hopefully along with that little alcohol pump bottle there. ATG gun, you gotta have this around, and this is kind of optional. You don't have to attach your paper to the backing of your frame. I just like to do that, you know, for a little extra support there, so that's what I like to do. But okay, have I missed anything, Becca? Anything at all?
I don't think so. I think we're good.
Guys, you better be asking your questions. Let me know what questions you have about our amazing membership. Anything you have about that, I'll be breaking that down later for you guys as well. It is an amazing membership. We have over 4,000 amazing crafty members, and you guys get so much stuff. Like, whether you are a Cricut beginner or you have been Cricuting for so long, you will have so much love for our membership. I'm just moving our little stars here. We were making an awesome chipboard project earlier today. But guys, if I don't have any questions about any of the materials or any of the supplies we're using, we'll go ahead and design space and I'll show you guys what we've got going on over there. So I'm gonna get my little keyboard out here, make sure he's good to go. And here we are, guys. So we are using one of our new cut files. So if we go over here, and we go over here. Okay, this is our site, okay? So we're all logged in, good to go. Now we'll go to our cut file category here. And this is one of our, like I said, our new ones for Valentine's Day. So once we get here, you can either find our new category here, which, where is our
halfway
new?
down in the middle.
halfway down in the middle. Looky there. Go, Becca. Thank you so much. So we have a new category, or you guys can scroll down. The newest collection, take me there. So you have definitely a ton of different options to be able to take advantage of our new cut file collections. But here's the ones that we have, guys. They're so cute. So look at this heart here. We have some little hot air balloons. You saw Becca just making an amazing project using this little adorable up here. I know you guys can't see my mouse, so I'm gonna try. There you go. You can see this little adorable, and then down here she used our sloth and like meshed them together and made them look amazing. It was the cutest little t-shirt ever. And so we just have so many cute ones for Valentine's Day, guys. And this is just the new ones. We do have more than this for Valentine's Day, but these are just the ones that are brand new to the membership. And the one we're using today is this one right here that says love always wins, and it's got this little tic-tac-toe here. So you can go ahead and download that and upload that in Design Space. And I had a question here, Miss Christy, I think that is. Do you have cut files for nurses? So Miss Christy, we love to have requested cut files. So that is when you guys, our amazing members, come to us and say, I would love this type of cut file, that, you know, whether it's occupational or something for your hobbies or anything like that. And we do love to give those to you guys. But one of my favorite things for personalized projects are fonts. Of course, I love fonts. We're not using them today, but someone did ask me about them, and I wanted to mention it. Love fonts. We have so many different types of fonts, and
yeah, because you can do all sorts of, like, even if it's a file that we don't have and you wanted to do like a quote about nurses or whatever, then you can use our fonts, you know, to create your own design, your own quote. And they're amazing. There's so many cute options.
Oh, you will not run out of options. And you guys get the freedom of the alphabet. And I just want to mention, guys, these amazing fonts are only available to our yearly members. So that is definitely something to think about. Yearly members do have some perks there, and fonts are one of them. But we love these. Someone was asking in another live stream about like a memorial, you know, like rest in peace, in memory of, you know, those type of things. And there's no better way to create those than with fonts. So definitely consider getting fonts and getting that yearly membership if you want to. And then I see something here.
Yeah, Tawana said, will the membership and program work on an Android tablet, or will there have to be add-ons?
So the membership itself, dear, is just a website. So you'll be able to go to the website and download it and use it really on whatever you can get internet on. Is that right? Like your phone, whatever, your tablet. And the membership itself has just got so much in it. So for just our yearly members, we have those fonts, and then we also have a commercial license and 3 free e-courses. Now, I see a question that says, why do I need fonts? And Charlie,
why do you not need
Why do you not? Fonts are my favorite thing ever. There's so much freedom when we talk about fonts, so much stuff that you just can't do without fonts. And then one of my favorite things too is to show you guys, well, again, we have over 250 fonts, you know, so you have so much freedom there. Literally, if you go on Pinterest and you see a quote or something like that and you think that you love it and you want to remake it, odds are you can totally remake it with their fonts, and you'll usually find a font that looks very similar to something that you have inspiration for. And one of my favorite things to show you guys is something like with our files here. What fonts can do for you is, for example, this mama bear. If you want to make a whole family of these bears, you don't want them to all say mama. You want daddy bear, you want mama bear, you want little bear, brother and sister bear. And you can't do that because guess what, guys? The only cut file we have is mama bear. However, if you guys have fonts, you can go find a font that's much like this one, which I would guarantee we probably have 10 fonts that look very similar to this mama. You go in Design Space, contour this out, okay? Add whatever word you want to over top of it, slice it, and you have your very own customized cut file. And that can be said for just about any cut file, you know, that we have that you don't want. Like one that Becca used just a little while ago, one coming out that we don't even have yet, guys. It says like military mom or military grandma or something. Well, if you want to be a military grandpa, then you can go in there and slice that out and add another font in there that either looks the same or complements it to make it look exactly how you want it to.
Fonts just allow you to customize your projects for sure.
Absolutely.
I for one, like I love seeing a project and getting an idea for a project, and then kind of starting my project based off of that. But I also don't love to replicate 100% a project. Like I like to make it my own, and fonts enabled me to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Fonts are great.
and another, like if you see a project and you're like, oh, I like that, but the font needs to be dressier, or it needs to be less frilly or whatever, you can slice those fonts out and put your own in there. So customization is the number one reason you need fonts.
Yeah, customization, personalization. And guys, if you are wanting to build a business with your die cutting, which we do give you guys, only our year members, a commercial use license, meaning you can sell the projects you make using our membership for profit, whether that's, on Etsy, on Facebook Yard Sale, wherever you want to do that. You can customize things and personalize things with their fonts. And guys, whenever you slap the word customizable or personalized on anything that you guys are selling, you can automatically charge more for it. Anything customized or personalized, you can charge a whole lot more for, whether that's a last name or a print and cut of a photo of your own house, whatever you guys want to do. Fonts is just like a great gateway to be able to have a lot of success with that commercial license. So that's really, really cool. And then, of course, with that Best Value membership, we also give these e-courses that are perfect for beginners because it teaches you guys how to master the machine, how to master design space, and then we have our Build a Business Through Die Cutting course, which is all free in that yearly membership. And even if you already know everything you think there is to know about your, look at me clicking stuff, about your machine and design space, maybe you just want that Build a Business Through Die Cutting, and guess what? You get 2 other e-courses completely free anyways. It's an amazing deal, and I just love the way it's broken down. We do have other membership tiers. We have a monthly and a 6-monthly, but you don't get as much and you're paying more for it. Every membership tier does get access to the amazing printable guide, our cut files that we launch to you guys several times a month, and our Facebook group. But I want to come down here and show you guys a great visualization, visual representation rather, of what all you get with the membership levels. So you guys can visually see how many scissors you get being a yearly member versus monthly. And look at that price go down, guys, for $15.99 a month. Build annually. So this is only build once. You guys are just getting everything we have to give, and it's an amazing value. So
Miss Marilyn said, oh my God, I'm new here and so much info. You ladies are awesome. I have so much to learn. And Marilyn, we are so glad that you found us.
Absolutely.
We have a little bit of knowledge that we are so excited to share with you. So stick around. If you don't subscribe to our YouTube channel already, go ahead and subscribe to that so that you can get notifications every time that we craft.
Please do. You will not regret it.
We would love to help you learn.
We would love to help. That's what we're here for, guys. We love this. Ask all your crafty questions, anything that you have. So, okay, I told you guys earlier, we download this font, we upload this font. So here, listen to me, our cut file in Design Space. So here it is in Design Space. Now, what we want to get to is we want it to say, love always wins, and that's it. That's all we want it to say. So what we have to do to start with is go over here in our layers panel, and we're going to click, wait, nope, I'm going to do that wrong. Look, guys, I was going to click this and erase it, but that's going to erase our always, and we want to keep that. So I'm actually going to go over here and get a shape. And I'm going to pick a square just because I think it'd be easier to get us a little square. I'm going to scale it up. And here's a little trick, guys, okay? This guy right here has to be ungrouped because you can only slice, slice 2 layers at once. So if I want to slice this out, look, I'm going to try and slice it. Well, guys, I can't do that. Look down at my bottom here. I cannot slice because I've got too many selected.
Because it's 3 layers.
Because it's 3 layers. So what I want to do here is I'm going to go ahead and take one of these layers. And first I got to ungroup it, I think. Yeah. Then I'm going to take one of my layers here. And I'm going to drag it out, okay? And now what I can do is take it. I think I can do this an easier way, actually, too. Yeah, I can. I can totally do that. So that's one way. If you want to separate them, you can do that. And now with this red layer, I'll do this both ways so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So I have drug one layer over here, and I was going to take this layer and slice this out, which I can. So I'm going to do that real quick. So I'm going to move that A in there just a little bit. I'm going to select both of these, and I'm going to slice. And now this, we don't need him. look at him. We don't need him either. We can delete that, and now we can go in here, and all we have to do is contour this little tiny baby out. Boom, done with him. Now, I could go through and do that same thing and slice out my little hearts, or since now we have them ungrouped, I can just go down to contour and contour out my 3 hearts. Now, this is, I guess, a happy accident, because if you ever run into a cut file that's really, I don't know, really diverse, has a lot of things in there, then it might be easier for you guys just to slice it out. And then sometimes it might be easier for you guys just to contour it out. So do whatever you guys want to do. And once you have it the way that you want it, which this is all that we wanted. If we wanted to have it the other way with the little tic-tac-toe, you can totally do that. But since our box here, we're going to get another square. Since our shadow box is 8 by 8, we're going to go up here, click 8. Since it's 8 by 8, it just is going to fit better with a little bit more of a square cut file, which is why we did contour out our little tic-tac-toe. But we don't have to. You guys are, feel free to leave it if you wanted to.
Yeah, and another cute way, if you guys wanted to keep the tic-tac-toe in, you could layer the tic-tac-toe behind the Love Always Wins. So just do a different color back there.
Yeah. See, that'd be cool too. Yeah, so you can just contour it out, or you can slice it out and get it the way you want to. Add it to the back, just like Becca said. Once you know these things and how to work in Design Space, you can just about create anything you want with your cut file. If you see a cut file and you don't love the way that it's laid out, well, guess what? The odds are you can absolutely just slice it exactly how you want to.
Can you show Mary Ann where the slice command is?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's right down here. If you look on your layers panel, to the right here, you can see this is highlighted, this is highlighted. Go all the way down to the bottom. You can see right here, contour is selected. You can see where contour is at. Right here on the bottom right. Look on over here, and they're not highlighted because we can't use them right now, but they're slice, weld, attach, and flatten right next to contour. So it's all down there right close to you. Let me see. If you contour it out, can you get it back to the original? Yeah. So if I go over here and I click contour, look, right there's my little hearts. So I can just re-add my hearts. And look, there's my little hearts. But I don't want my hearts. So I can just go and contour out my little hearts. Because I don't need those. I don't need my little hearts.
Yeah, contour is definitely easier. It's more forgiving. You can go back. If you do have a lot of different things that you're wanting to remove, then contour can take longer.
True.
So that's why slicing is a better option.
Yeah.
If you have a lot to remove.
Yeah. Just, and I love saying that if we're all running this crafty race, it really doesn't matter how we get to the finish line. We could take as many backwards as we want to. So one great thing about Design Space and working with these cut files in Design Space is that there's so many different ways you could do something. Like I could take this and right click and duplicate like that, or I can just come on this top part of my layers panel and duplicate like that. And that's the same for just about everything you can do in Design Space. There's so many different ways to do it, and none of them are quote unquote wrong.
Right.
Like there's no wrong way to do it as long as
you can actually even hit copy and paste too.
You can like Command C, Command V. Yeah, you can do whatever you want to do.
It's wild that there's so many different ways to do it.
I love it. I think that Cricut did an awesome job because we're all different crafters, and we all don't need to fit in a box here. And Cricut's like, sure, do whatever. So look at me duplicating stuff. So we're just gonna take this, guys, and we're just gonna bring it in here. And oops. Look, guys, you can't see it. So if that ever happens to you while both of those little boxes are selected, we're going to go to Arrange up here at the top. I hope you can see me. I'm going to click it off and click it on back again so you can see where I'm at. And click Move Forward or Send to Front. They basically do the same thing. So now we can see it and we can move it around. So this is our box here. The square is representing our little box. And it's always good to visualize these things because sometimes it's hard when you're in Design Space and you just want to be able to size something and go on about your day. Sometimes it's a lot easier to be able to visualize it all in one spot. So now you can go up here, make it a little bit bigger, and I'm actually going to square it out too. So I'm going to go down here and click Unlock, and again, just like everything, guys, I can click Unlock here, or I can go up to where my height and width are and unlock it that way, however you want to do it. And now I'm just going to stretch this guy, okay? Just stretch him a little bit. You don't want to make him too kind of wild looking. Now I'm going to put him in the middle, and this looks pretty good. I don't want to make him too big. Becca, do I have any questions about this process? Any at all?
Not yet. No.
Good, good. That means you all are understanding it. So, once you have it like this, you know that it's going to fit well on your frame. You know that you like the positioning, things like that. You can go ahead and delete the back piece. You don't need him anymore. And we are going to be cutting these in 2 different layers, which is why I didn't get super picky about where this goes, guys. Because if I wanted to, I would select both of these, go up to a line and align center horizontally, and look, it went over to the right like a millimeter. But that is what we're gonna have to do after we cut it, as we're positioning it. So it's just gonna be a little slower process than being able to align it in design space, which I love to do because I'm OCD. So once you have it sized, everything like that, you can go ahead and click make it. And it should separate it for us, and it totally does. And since I know there are some beginners, I'm not going to go through all the trouble of putting it all on one mat. We're just going to cut it one mat at a time. Slow and steady wins the race. So we have it on 2 mats. We are using adhesive vinyl, so there's no need to mirror or anything like that. So we're just going to go ahead and click continue and allow this to connect to our machine. And here we go. Now, I love to take advantage of these little stars. So, like, if you go up here and, like, oh, cereal boxes. I use cereal boxes a lot. Then you can click that little star there, and when you are back down here, you can see, where'd it go? Did it not? Is it not here?
Bottom right. Bottom right.
Oh,
it says artwork.
Oh, here we go. Cereal box. Look, our cereal box is right here if you happen to be cutting a lot of cereal boxes. So we have vinyl here, regular vinyl. And we're going to go ahead and give more pressure because, believe it or not, guys, our blade is not very fresh today. So now that that's set, everything is good to go there. I'm going to turn off my, what is this thing called? I'm going to turn off this. Keyboard. And Becca, if you don't care to throw me on the overhead cam, I'm just going to add my vinyl to my mat here. And you guys, this is when you guys can choose what color you want to use for your project here. As you can see, we chose white, and then Love Wins is in this beautiful brushed color. But guys, we're going to flip it today because, as you can see, I could do some magic if I wanted to and make this work, but we just don't have enough vinyl to cover it this way. So I'm going to do the silver for the word always and white for Love Wins. So I'm just going to kind of flip it. So make sure, you know, if you do anything like this, don't feel super pressured to do what I do. Use some scraps. Make sure you're, you know, using what you've got and not getting super stressed about, you know, little things like that. So let me see. Our first mat that we're cutting is going to be our one word, which we're going to make silver. So I'm going to cut that little tail off there. Get us some room here. And lay this down in the corner. And I think I saw a hilarious comment. Carol said, Rachel, how many cups of coffee have you had today? You are moving at lightning speed.
Rachel only has 1 speed.
Miss Carol, okay, yeah.
You're asleep or moving really fast.
That's true. That's true. Valid point, Becca. Valid
she gets
point.
lots of stuff done.
I do get lots of stuff done.
She also falls down the steps sometimes.
I also beat myself up physically quite often when I really don't mean to, and that's okay. You know, it's all right. Miss Carol, also, if I'm going too fast, please let me know because I really want to be able to teach you guys this to the best of my ability in a way that you can totally understand. That's what these lives are for. However, we do not need to go snail speed because we are getting some of our amazing seasoned crafters who are a little bit tired of the beginner crafts, if I do say so myself. So we're doing a little bit more advanced crafts kind of like this today. So if I'm going too fast, I'm sorry. We're going to be doing some fast videos and some slow videos. But if you ever can't understand me or you don't know what I'm talking about, that's totally different. Please let me know. But I'm just going to pop this in to start to cut. And this is going to cut off, or cut in general, relatively quickly because it's only one word. So while that's cutting, I'm going to get my...
She's just concerned about you remembering to breathe.
Oh, Carol. That's true. Okay, look, we're going to take some... Oh, I feel good. Yeah, I feel good. Carol, you might need to remind me about that. No, I'm joking. For some reason, my body's still functioning even if I'm not breathing. So, I'm going to get our little paper trimmer out. And, oh, guys, I just did this so quick. You might not have known that your paper trimmer does this because some people don't. It'll pop out.
I got mine.
The Cricut one pops out here. So it pops out so you can...
super handy.
Yeah, it's super handy. So it makes it a lot bigger here. And Tawana says, is there a way to re-stick your mat or will you just have to buy a new one? Tawana, that's an amazing question here. So let me show you our mat right now. Our mat right now, you can see there is a little bit of like gunk down here that we need to get off, and it's just relatively, it's not brand new, and you can tell by looking at it. So we do have an amazing video all about cleaning your Cricut mats. So if you want to go over there to the channel and just type in cleaning mats, you should be able to see that amazing video that we have there, because you can clean your mats with this amazing product that's found at, wait for it, the Dollar Tree. So it's not like it's going to cost you a whole lot of money. We do want to give the disclaimer that if anyone has a Cricut maker that is less than a year old, Cricut does have a warranty on that Cricut for a year. And if you use anything, and I mean anything like foil quill, non-Cricut vinyl, like if you use literally anything not Cricut brand, then you won't be able to get a new machine if your machine breaks or something like that, which has never happened to us in just the span of a year. So no worries there. We just want to give that little PSA.
So Rachel, what were you doing with your scraper then?
I was burnishing. Becca, I was taking my scraper tool and I was burnishing this vinyl down because vinyl is so hard to weed anyways, regardless if you have a brand new blade or not. So I love to take my burnishing tool, thank you, Becca, and just kind of scrape it over this. It's not going to hurt it. You can give as much pressure as you want. You cannot over burnish. Yeah, so after that, I'm going to take my Cricut True Control knife, and this guy is amazing. He might be in our links that we love down below. I'm not sure. He's awesome. And then I'm going to slice out the excess of my vinyl here. So you guys probably can't see it, and don't freak out because I kind of can. So I'm just going to kind of slice right here on the side. There we go. Now put the cap back on. That's super important. You don't want that floating around, because you can totally kill yourself doing that. And then, looky there, you have a brand spanking new, not new, but it's a good piece of scrap here. So put this in your little scrap bin. And now you guys can get your weeding tool of choice. I always start in a corner and I just weed up. If you guys have never weeded on the mat, you are highly missing out. It's like a third arm. You don't even have to worry about it or anything. I'm just weeding this out. And of course that weeded flawlessly. I had no... Do what?
So that was nice.
It was nice. And now we're getting our pen tool, another great product from 651 Vinyl, and just picking up the little insides of these little guys. And I have my little wad of excess right here that I just pop it on. Just pop it on there. And there we go. So here's this guy. Okay, he's done. He's perfect. Now we're going to get our masking paper transfer tape. And as I rip it, and a lot of people like to rip this. For some reason, I'm so crazy. I really like to have clean-ish cuts. So I'll go through and clean this up a little bit and then cut off another piece and then use this piece. So now that I've cut it down a little bit, I'll just apply it down right here. And it fits perfectly. Look how close that was. So love this product. Burnish down again. And then I go with gravity, guys. So I always flip my mat over on the table and I peel my mat up from my material and not my material up from my mat. I hope that makes sense. So I'm peeling my mat back and my material is nice and straight and not bending or whatever. And that's especially true when you're working with paper. So definitely be mindful of that. Now I'm going to burnish the back here and then scoot him over because we are done with him for now. Bring my mat back in. Bring my vinyl back in. I'm going to lay some vinyl here on my mat. And guys, for any beginner watching, even this can be a tricky process for beginners, laying vinyl down. You might not do it well. And as you can see, I didn't do it well either. So I'm going to pull it up and replace it again. It's just all about going slow and taking your time and practicing. Just like anything else you do in life, practice makes perfect. And if you don't practice at it, you'll never get perfect at it. And Becca, how many inches can I cut? Whoa, I'm blurry. There we go. How many inches can I cut down from our little guy? Do you know? Can you see?
I would do like 7.
Perfect. Thank you. I just wanted a rough estimate there. And I do not have surgeon's hands, so every cut. Come on now, camera.
It's freaking out on us because all that white there.
Is it? Oh, that's probably, yeah, it's totally the white there. Okay. That's fine. Now I'm just going to load this in and let him cut while we cut our paper. Same setting. Totally fine. No need to worry about that. Go ahead and press that button. Let me see here. Did I miss anything? I don't think so. Is this permanent vinyl, Tasha said? It is not, my dear. We're just using Cricut brand white vinyl. And then we have 651's really pretty like brushed metallic-y silver. So yeah.
And then there was another one I'm going to let you tackle.
Okay.
Tammy just said, just curious, how long would you say your maker lasts with everyday use?
Okay.
Forever?
Okay. Here's the thing, guys. We love you. We love Cricut. We love everything about having you guys watch us every day. But one of the beautiful things about, you know, being able to do the job that we do in particular is that we can say when, you know, what we love and what we don't love. That's why we can be so transparent with our brands and things like that. Cricut makers are amazing. I don't know what we would do without them. They're incredible. But everyday use, I don't know. And everyday use means like us using them every day, multiple hours a day. They deteriorate a little bit over time, maybe depending on what you use.
Yeah.
Usually it's not any one thing that'll, I guess the word is like poop out. I don't know. Not one thing will like break and then the whole thing's broken. That is not, we still have the very first Cricut maker that it was like honestly a beta Cricut maker. And I'm sure it still will cut vinyl just fine. Just sometimes.
Yeah, some of the features will just, like we use one, I've used it several times today and it just won't detect the knife blade. So it's like a random issue, which how often do you use a knife blade?
And
we have several, so we're fine using that machine without the knife blade feature.
Right. And that's fine with us. Look at this. Come here now.
But I think it's like a car or any other type of electronic device or anything like that. Like, you know, obviously the more that you take care of it, it's going to last longer. But unfortunately, like sometimes that doesn't even matter. Like it just depends on how it was made and how it's put together.
Like you can drive that car and take care of it for as many miles as it'll roll. But one day, she's just not gonna roll. You know, that's to say we have not had one that is completely broken. Like nothing works. The whole entire thing is a bust. Something works on every machine we have, which, oh gosh, if I count it, what would you say? Like between the makers and the Explorer Airs and stuff, like 10 machines? Do we have like 10 of them? We have so many machines. Yeah. So it really just depends on what you do, you know. And of course, guys, reach out to Cricut if heaven forbid something happens. Be like, hey, you know, this just happens to not detect the knife blade or something. And Cricut's great about, you know, helping you troubleshooting because, you know, some of it. Okay, guys, we're not perfect. Some of it can definitely be user error, you know. So
Cheryl said, I think I would cry if my Cricut broke. And I have the same sentiment. Like, if my personal one at home were to poop out, I would be mortified.
Yeah.
I don't know what I would do with all my time.
With all your time.
I'd
without
be so
Cricut.
bored.
This, even on more pressure, did not cut well, guys.
Is that Cricut brand?
Yeah.
See, I'm telling you, I don't love it.
So this is Cricut brand here, and I'm just going to go super slow.
I love it.
And see, it's all white, and my contacts are dry, so I'm trying to make sure I'm not cutting anything up that I don't need.
Well, and thank God those are bigger pieces. If you were weeding something tiny, it would be awful.
So at this point, guys, I'm going to stop, okay? I'm going to get my scissors here, and I'm going to go ahead and cut along this line here where I know our word always goes. So I know there's nothing here that I can potentially cut and hurt. So that's fine. And guys,
by cutting that away, like if you're having a hard time weeding, sometimes you absentmindedly put that vinyl back down onto something that's already been weeded, and then it wants to pull up. So cutting it off like that is a genius idea.
Guys, we will be like, okay, we're good. Let's take a break. And then this whole flap is just going to flap down on our winds here. And it could easily mess up our entire thing. That has happened more than once. We'll get cocky. We'll not cut it off. We'll think we'll be fine. And we'll just be busy, not paying attention, doing other things. And then accidentally either ruin our project or really put a little damper in our day there. So just the slower you go, the more intentional you are with the parts that you weed and when you weed and things like that. I think that everyone needs to have like a weeding plan. Like, don't just go about it aimlessly and then like, oh, I'm going to get this out of this S and that out of that O. I think it's very important to do it in a very organized manner. That way you minimize the possibility for a craft fail, or for, heaven forbid, if you're using HTV, like missing a spot in here that you're going to just be, you know, aggravated about down the line. So just thinking about stuff
Mickey
like
said,
that.
Becca, you can binge watch the Vampire Diaries or Gilmore Girls if you're into it.
Oh my gosh,
I love it. That's so funny. I have actually watched every episode of both of those seasons.
Me too.
Or both of those shows.
Series.
But at this point in the Oaks household, we binge watch Mickey Mouse Clubhouse and
Absolutely.
Moana.
Nothing wrong with that.
So boring.
Nothing wrong with that.
Boring.
I adore both of those shows as well.
I did the first 40 times we watched them.
I'm watching Gilmore Girls now. I watch it every morning when I am getting ready to start my day working for Tanner. I watch Gilmore Girls every morning.
I do like that show.
It's an amazing show. And guys, you see over here what I did? Well, it's white on white on white. There's a little bit of this W that didn't make it on the transfer. That's fine. Don't even worry about it. Or what you can do, you can go up here and get some extra if you are worried about it. Just pop it like right there. Like, it really, you don't have to get super worried about this. We're all about minimalist crafting. We want you guys to use the bare minimum, because a lot of you guys out there, you know, maybe don't have like a whole house to be able to craft in, but a little crafting space, and that's fine. You know, we want to make sure that you guys are well equipped to handle any project regardless of your craft space. So again, I went with gravity there, removed that guy. Now we have this one done and this one done, which looks like a whole lot of mess right now, but we're going to move on to prepping our shadow box now. So for the third time, because I've tried a lot of times, we're now going to cut our paper. Swear. Promise. I'm going to widen this out here so we can see a little bit. And I think the verdict was that we're going to be using the darker one, Becca. Is that right? I think so. So we're going to take this, and this is 8 inches by 8 inches. So right here's the 8-inch mark. Now I'm going to cut that. Got me a piece there. Then just flip it over. Do the same thing. My 8-inch mark's right here. I'm going to bring it over here to my 8-inch mark. It doesn't have to be perfect. I know some people will be like, wrong. But really, it's going in a frame. There's a little bit of like a lip on the frame. So if you're a hair over, it's really not going to matter that much.
Tara said, I'm new with Cricut, so I'm trying to look at. I just finished teaching myself a birthday card. I really want to do a decal sticker for the car. So Tara, Rachel has maybe more than one amazing video on car decals on our channel. So search that for sure. Do you remember the title?
So one was how to make car decals with your Cricut, and
okay.
I think I show you guys 2 or 3 different ways. I think I show you a print and cut and then doing it with regular vinyl. And then I think I have another one on the car decals.
I'm pretty sure there's more than one.
I think there's more than one.
Because there was like a test or something. Didn't you test some?
I did have one on my car.
Anyway, there are all sorts. We have several resources for that.
Yeah.
On Maker's Gonna Learn channel. Be sure to look for it. Rachel will give you all the tips and tricks she knows for that, for sure.
It's cool. I love making decals for my car, because I think that's probably one of the most demanded things with vinyl in general. Like, if we're being extremely general about what people want to buy that they're using vinyl for, I think that car decals is.
Aubrey said, is there a rolled flower video? I'm struggling. I actually just filmed one. Was it last week?
Hey, Aubrey, if you will tune in to the channel tonight at 5 p.m. Yeah. Today at 5 p.m., you don't get 1, you don't get 2, you get 3 different rolled flowers, because Becca exceeds every expectation we have of her. So you're going to get, I'm not going to give a lot away. But let me just tell you, Aubrey, you're going to get what you're looking for.
It's 3 different materials.
3 different materials. 3 different styles of doing it. Becky gives you all the tips and tricks. She uses some really cool tools that we have never used. So just, okay, 5 o'clock tonight. It's perfect. It's great. What is the name of the transfer tape you used, Vicky? This is masking paper transfer tape. So this is just like a roll of masking tape that you find at, the home improvement store or Walmart, except longer. So it's 6 inches wide by 100 feet. We get it on Amazon. It lasts us, I would say, us crafting every single day, multiple times a day, using it all the time, 6 full months, which I think would easily last you guys a year. So yeah, it's amazing. I just
dropped the link. It's also in our description, but I just dropped the link for you.
Go, Becca.
It's amazing, guys.
Yes, it's definitely amazing. So now what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to prep our surface here. I already can see a little bit of like dust and stuff on here, and we don't like that. So if you guys are just tuning in, first of all, welcome. We're making a really, really cute craft. Let me show it to you guys. This is what we're going for today. It's an amazing little Valentine's craft. We use some candies in there, some vinyl, some paper, which is really cute. And right now we are just prepping our surface here. This is just an 8 inch by 8 inch shadow box. We've got a paper towel here.
Got a couple questions.
Sure, bring them on.
Tammy said, how do you get a license to sell? Patty. So Patty, if you have our year membership, which is super cheap, the breakdown is like $15.99 per month. It's a one-time fee, yearly fee, but the breakdown is $15.99.
It's the cheapest one that we have, and you guys get the most.
Then you get a commercial license for free. Like, automatically get the commercial license. It's amazing. And you can sell up to 500 pieces of whatever project you're doing.
Yeah, and listen,
free with that commercial
like
license.
Who in the world is going to make an order for 501 t-shirts? Like nobody. So there's really no limit to it. It's amazing. So every active yearly member has access to that. You can right now, you don't need a piece of paper. You don't have to, anything like. Now, if you want something like that, feel free to email us if it's something for, I don't know.
For sure, we can get a print.
Yeah, we can get you a print, but it is 100% not necessary. As long as you're an active yearly member, you have access to be able to sell the projects you make, which, by the way, guys, is really rare. There's really not a lot of membership websites that allows you to sell what you make with a commercial license. They're usually just personal use, which means you guys can make them. I can make a shirt for Becca. Becca could make some for her kiddos. She could give some. Yeah, we can't sell them. No money exchanged. But now you guys can with Baker's Gonna Learn. And with all the cut files and fonts we have, it's real easy to make some dough. You know what I'm saying?
So Tammy said, thank goodness for the paper thingy, because paper flowers hate her. So Tammy, rolled flower, all of them, if you know what you're doing, they're super fun, super easy. The rolled flowers, I think, are easier than the other ones, like the large paper flowers that I did. Yeah. But if you guys are curious about that too, I did do a course in our Pro 2 course. Yes. That was large paper flowers. Mm-hmm. And these flowers finished for probably 14 to 16 inches. They were big flowers. Yeah. So if you are curious about that, then check out our Pro 2 course for sure.
It's an amazing course, guys. It's so cute. Yeah. I love that course. I think we were all super challenged in that course. It's a great one. It's a great one. Okay, so I've taken it. I'm just going to kind of blow the big particles off. I'm going to add a couple pumps to our paper towel here. As Tanner likes to say, a piece of paper towel. I love them to death. And then we're just kind of wiping it down here. And what this does, guys, for anybody that doesn't know, whenever you're working with adhesive vinyl, this just kind of takes off the dirt, the debris, the dust, the oil from your fingertips, anything like that from your surface. And then it makes it perfect for vinyl. Like literally, guys, vinyl will stick on here effortlessly when you've cleaned it. So I'm just going to kind of shove it to the side a little bit. I'm taking our largest piece here, the one that says Love Wins, and just kind of burnishing this, going with gravity all the time, guys. And now I'm going to be removing the backer, and it doesn't want to remove, which is super fun. So you just got to kind of make it, guys. The tighter you bend it back and things like that, the easier it's going to be for you. And sometimes it might give you a little bit of trouble. That's okay. Let it give you trouble. Yeah, you just got to work with it. Yeah.
So Suzette said, anyone know how to get the grid on the design space on the desktop? I usually use mobile, so lots of desktop. So if you go in the top right or top left hand corner, right next to where it says Canvas, it has your menu button.
Becca, you're welcome to show her.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, I'll be doing this for a while. Okay. You're welcome to show her.
So up here in the top left-hand corner, right next to where it says Canvas, if you press those 3 little lines, that's your menu, and then you come down to Settings, and then at that point you can turn on your grids or turn them on or off. You can also mess with your unit measurements and all of that fun stuff. So easy to find. It was a good question. I'm going back to you, Rachel.
And shocker, I'm doing exactly what I was doing. I'm still here. You guys, guess what you missed? Nothing. You missed nothing. So
Lupe said, do you use removable vinyl so you can use the shadow box again? This is removable vinyl. Mm-hmm. You definitely can use the shadow box again, for sure. You 100%
if you wanted to, absolutely. Yeah. If you, I don't know, maybe get a hankering for a Hershey Kiss and you're like, oh, this was a couple months ago, you can totally reuse that. I feel like I'm missing a letter. I totally am. Look at me. And I'm just going to be real. We could have used a different type of transfer tape if we wanted to. We can use a different type of transfer tape. I chose to use this time. Yeah, it cut through the backing. Okay. Yeah. It's giving us some trouble there. So now that I got this part done, where's my scissors? I'm going to take my scissors again and do the exact same thing. I'm cutting right where we don't need, to weed. And then I'm gonna give this guy a little bit of love here. So there's just a little bit of like that backing there. And we're kind of at that weird place where less pressure and regular pressure don't do very well, but more pressure starts cutting through the back. So this is just one of those things that just kind of happens as you're cricketing here. And I'm sorry you guys can't see it very well. I know that it's probably...
I think they can see it decently. I can see it from this view.
Oh yeah, good.
Yeah.
Oh, there's my looky there.
You got it.
Sweet. Okay, so there we go. It's all on here except for a little bit right there, which is fine. Just peel that up. Peel it up. Come on now. Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna throw this guy away, and now I'm gonna take him, bring in my shadow box, and guys, I'm actually gonna stand up. I'm standing up because what's important now is that you're able to get a good visualization above your project. Because it'd be so easy to lay this down and be like, oh, that's straight, right? So take your time during this process. Hold it tight with both fingers and just make sure you're kind of putting it where you want it. Make sure it's kind of even in the middle here. And guys, don't let the transfer tape fool you because there's a chunk missing here, there's extra here, there's, like don't get stressed out with like your transfer tape. You're not trying to match up your transfer tape, you're trying to match up your vinyl. So just be intentional about that as well.
So Sherry said, I used to be able to share a link to my DS projects in the online version. How do you do that in desktop version? So you still definitely can share your links in the desktop version of Design Space. If you go to My Projects, where all your projects are saved, then the bottom left of each of the projects, there's a little arrow that says share. So it gives you the link and you can still share them the same way.
Well, guys, I placed it and I started right here in the middle because it's easier for me, and then I'm just gonna kind of push it out there. You can get your burnishing tool, but I'm telling you guys, it's not even necessary because the way that we've prepped our shadow box is gonna stick like glue. So I'm just gonna peel this back and looky here. So there we go, that looks great. And now we're gonna take our other little layer here, burnish, then we're going to remove the backing. Fingers crossed this doesn't take as much time as the Cricut brand. Pull it tight. Seems to be going pretty well for us, guys.
Yeah, that one is so much better. You know I'm a vinyl hater anyway.
Yeah.
But that one I actually don't hate.
So I'm going to bring us in a hair just a little bit. And now we're going to be lining this up. So it is hard to see. This is hard to see too, guys. So if you need to come in here and trim around this guy to make it easier for you guys to see, do whatever you want to do. If you want to come and get it as close as you can, feel free to do that, whatever you guys want to do. And then a good thing to do is you can go back in Design Space and look at it and see exactly where this always is. Because you might get a little bit confused about where he's supposed to go. So let me get up and under it. Sorry guys if you see my hair in here. The L is right here. Just make sure it's not touching anything else. This looks good. Okay, lay it down. Start in the middle, work your way out. It's always important to take your time when positioning these guys, because on projects like this, unfortunately, you really don't get a do-over. The way that we've prepped it and the way that we do it, if you lay it down and you don't like the way it is, you're not, like if I don't like the way this always looks, there's no way I'm going to be able to peel this up without it sticking down. So you want to make sure your positioning is right where you want it. So, okay. I can get back in my chair now.
So what does the burnish tool do, Rachel?
So, you might be brand spanking new here, meaning you weren't here as I was using these, which is totally fine. So the burnishing tool, and this is really like a scraper tool for Cricut. You can use a ton of different things to burnish with. We have this guy that we burnish with that's really like a wallpaper applicator. So we use this guy. You guys can use an old gift card that you had for Christmas that's empty. But really what you want to do is whenever you're using adhesive vinyl, you want to have a little burnishing tool here to be able to scrape your vinyl before you weed it. And what that does, guys, is it'll make sure that the vinyl that you have cut is wanting to stick down to the backing. That way when you peel up your excess vinyl and you weed what you don't want, what you do want doesn't start peeling up with it. I hope that makes sense. I hope that kind of helps you understand there. But we have this part done, guys. We're almost done. I'm going to get us a Cricut tool here. Flip this guy over. I don't use my hands like Tanner. I don't know how he does that. Peels or bends all these up by himself. But we're going to take these and we're going to bend all these up. Be very careful when you do this. You don't want to hurt yourself or anything. Make sure they're bent up all the way and not just halfway, because when you go to lay this thing back down, all these are going to need to be bent completely up. Now we're just going to remove this guy here. And here is our backing here. And then here's our piece of paper. So you can either apply the HTV to the board or to the paper. I usually like to apply it from the paper. And Tasha, the silver vinyl is from 651. So it's super pretty. And that's from 651. It's not from Cricut. So you'll love that. And it cut and weeded beautifully. So you don't need a ton of HTVs. You can see I just used it in a little line here. So now you're going to take it, bring in your little backing there, and line up a corner. It's better to line up a corner than it is like one side. So when I'm doing this, guys, I'm looking down here at the corner. I want to make sure that I've got this corner lined up and this corner lined up. That way it'll just kind of fall into place a lot easier. So once you have them lined up, go ahead and lay it down. And again, it doesn't have to stick perfectly. And there you have it. Looks really good, guys. So now we're going to do the super tricky part of adding our Hershey Kisses. So here's our Hershey Kisses, and I'm going to show you guys closely on the back here. So the back is kind of protruding a little bit back here, and this is totally okay. I can still get a couple of these to snap, you know, but as you can see, if you look at it from the side view, it's just kind of poking out here. But it does work. Like, these do sit in here. So the best thing that I have learned to do is just to pour these in, you know, and that's all we got in a little mismatched way. And then you want them all to be kind of sideways, if that makes sense. You don't want any standing all the way up. And you guys could get super picky about, well, I want a pink one in here and a red one there. Guys, let it do its thing. Pour it straight out of the bag, however it poured out. Just let it have poured out that way. It's going to be fine, I promise. And another thing, guys, it's so tight in here that you want to make sure these are kind of pushed down before you add your backing, or else, like, if this one's up here and I add my backing, well, this one's going to stay up here because, or the red one you probably see better. This is just going to stay there because the backing is so tight against it. So make sure they're kind of laying right where you want them to lay. And then we're going to go this way with it because we want this hook to be, you know, in the correct direction. We're going to lay this down here.
So, Rachel, Narissa said, how do I download your fonts into Designer Space if I am an annual member?
Okay.
Narissa, if you already, well, if you're a member at all, you can go to makersgonnalearn.com, log in, and then in the top right of our website, it says Dashboard. You can click that and then go to MGL Printable Guide. And it has step-by-step instructions on how to download fonts, files, and all of that stuff.
Don't you love that?
Yeah, it's so good.
Guys,
if you guys didn't know those resources were there, there's so many awesome printable guides. under your dashboard.
We got lots of answers to lots of questions, guys. We want to set you guys up for success. We are unlike a lot of other memberships. We understand that if you are just beginning, or let's just say you haven't even got your Cricut yet, you just ordered it, that you're looking for answers. You're looking for ways to be able to craft and to craft well with your machine, because the machine is an investment, guys. It's not a cheap machine. And we want you guys to be able to use that investment in a very practical way and be able to have the know-how and the skills and the knowledge and the tips to be able to use it every day if you want to. So that is one of the beauties of Maker's Gonna Learn. And if you guys want to be a yearly member, which is our best value, you get the most amount of our perks for the least amount of money. Definitely click that link, guys, because you're going to love it. So once we have this like this, you're going to hold it with one hand as best you can, lean it up, and look at it. So that's cute. That looks real cute. They look pretty natural. It doesn't look like they're forced there. So now I'm just going to very carefully lay it back down. Get that same Cricut tool, okay, bend these down. So these up here, of course, are going to bend down just like they did before. But the ones that we get down here are going to have a harder time bending because we are kind of forcing those Hershey Kisses in there. So this guy, oh, he's going to be hard to bend. We're just going to have to bend him with the wind. You got this. See, there we go. Okay, so we got one down. Got the other one down.
Rachel, do you think you could use glue to stick the paper to the backing?
You can absolutely use glue if you want to, Miss Crystal. You do not have to use this ATG gun. Look, perfect. However, we love our ATG gun, so we like to use dry adhesive whenever possible because there's no dry time. It's really quick, and to be quite honest, guys, whenever you're using paper, it's a little better because if we had used, let's say, Mod Podge on the back there, it could easily kind of bubble up for us, and we didn't want that look. And guys, I've said it before, we're lazy crafters, so we would really like things to be super easy for us, and the ATG gun is super easy. So, guys, in the past hour, we have made this really cute project, and I hope that you guys enjoy it. Let me know. Bend him with the wind. Megan, listen, I just say stuff all the time. It made no sense, I understand. But we made both of these, and I don't know which I like better. Like, this one has the two silver, this one has the two white. I think I like the white better because we have silver Hershey Kisses, and the white kind of bounces better and doesn't doesn't blend in as much with their silver Hershey Kisses. Yeah. So, guys, learn from our, not mistake, but our trial and error here. We made this guy, and I wasn't even thinking about the silver Hershey Kisses. So, now look, guys. We have this perfect one. So, like, this prototype, professional, I guess is what I could say. But, guys, look. We made these adorable little shadow boxes, perfect for Valentine's Day. And guys, if you enjoyed today's live, we have a lot more Valentine's Day crafts coming your way in the next couple of weeks. We want you guys to be ready for Valentine's Day. And I want you to do it well. So just like this beautiful project, we have some more coming from myself, from Tanner, from Becca, from all different directions. We've got them mixed in there. So that's going to be really fun.
Tanner tomorrow, I believe, is doing a goodie bag thing, like super easy print and cut type goodie bag for my kids at school.
Yeah, we're gonna repurpose.
I don't have to do that. I'm pretty excited.
Yeah, absolutely. It's gonna be really cute.
I have an adult Valentine. Just completely lost my. Yeah, an adult Valentine card.
Yeah,
that I put together. It's super cute. Yeah. Oh my gosh, guys! I had so much fun doing it.
It's so cute. And we say adult like it's not like to pass out for your kids. Yeah. It's more like, hey, coworker, here's a Valentine card. Yeah. And guys, she brought it in today, like a prototype. Was that what you would call it? Like you just tested it out?
Yeah.
I almost died because it was so cute, just the tester.
Do you want to show it to him?
Do you want me to?
I will, yeah.
Becca, you want me to show it to him?
I'll let you.
Guys! Okay, we have to get the overhead cam, and then I'll bring it in because it's so cute. Okay, so Becca's making this on the 11th, which is, I don't know when it is. It's
next week.
It's sometime. It's next week, but it's so cute. So I'm gonna switch cameras and let you guys see this adorable thing.
Yeah, for sure. So tune in with us. I'm excited to show you guys how to do it.
So here it is. I don't want it to be too close. Okay, so it's a little card, guys. Look how cute. So here's the card. I can even come in a little bit closer. Okay, here it is. It's all glittery. It's gorgeous. Look what she did here. She's got this glitter cardstock, and then she has little hearts cut out. And then, guys, it's like a mini card on a card. The colors are gorgeous. She's got some print that cut in here. It's a baby envelope, guys.
So we made this completely with Design Space shapes, and then two of our Maker's Gonna Learn files.
Like, guys.
So it's so easy, guys. Like, this was not a template that we brought in.
Yeah.
And, like, I'm going to show you guys start to finish how to do this.
Exactly. This is not a print and cut, the whole thing. It is so cute, but Becca said it's so easy, anybody can do it.
Oh,
like,
it's super easy, yeah.
It's so, and it doesn't look like it. Guys, look at this card. It looks like it would take me 2 hours to make this card. It is literally the cutest thing ever. Like, look at it. Are you guys not just loving this card? It's so cute. And look, it's just super simple, ready to write a little sentiment in there. You could even get your Cricut to write it if you got that fancy with it. This is beautiful Cricut glitter cardstock. So this is happening on the 11th.
Which is Tuesday.
Becca's going to be here Tuesday. Tanner's going on an amazing adventure next week. So you'll be seeing me and Becca quite a lot next week, which is totally fine. Yeah. Hopefully you guys won't get bored of us. I hope not, because we're awesome. I mean, I hope you enjoy seeing us often. But you're going to love this card, okay? I hope that you loved our amazing little shadow boxes that we made today. I hope you learned something, you had a good time, and you enjoyed it, and you asked all your questions you wanted to ask. So, guys, we are going to head out here and have a great rest of our day, and we hope that you guys have a great rest of your day. Becca, have I missed anything?
Crystal asked if we had a link for the ATG gun, but I don't think we do.
I think it might be in our favorites. It's just the Scotch ATG gun. If you want to use our Amazon affiliate link, that would be amazing. It's like $21. I keep saying prices. It's relatively very affordable. It's some money for the gun, and I think 2 refills, which is a great price. Every time I've looked at it, it's been $21. Whatever, guys. Whatever. It's affordable, and it's a great dry adhesive, so definitely check that out too. Love the card. See it on Tuesday. Yes, this will be on Tuesday. Becca will be showing you guys how to make that amazing card for you guys. Okay. I guess there's nothing else. So, guys, I hope that you have a fantastic day, and stay crafty as always, guys. See ya.